for coming. We've got a great crowd in tonight, superb audience tonight. Thanks very much indeed. We do get a lot of letters, you know. Last series, we averaged about 500 letters a week asking how do you get on Bullseye. And here we are, just started this new series, and so far we've had 1,000 letters saying how did I get on it. I think that's terrible. I think that's very unkind. Absolutely naughty, that. Let's get on with the game because we've got some marvellous people tonight, so that's enough of the jokes. Let's meet the folks. We're going to play Bullseye. How are you, James? All right. Hello, Chris. You've been sat there a couple of minutes, haven't you? And you're a cook, James, is that right?
Yeah, cook at a hospital.
At a hospital?
Yeah.
What's the name of the hospital?
Whittingham Hospital.
Oh, I know it. Yes, I know it well. Whittingham, yes, that's right. It's a big one, isn't it?
It is a large
huge
hospital,
place,
yeah.
that's right. Where did you meet?
I think you'd better ask Chris.
Go on, we'll ask Chris. Where did you meet, Chris?
Well, we met during a row in the canteen at the hospital.
Really? Were you rowing with one another?
Yes.
What was it about?
Well, I played hell with him because he
Pardon?
didn't... Played deck.
Played hell. Go on, you're right.
With him because I was after a 1,000-calorie diet and he gave it me one meal instead of over 24 hours.
Well, that's not very nice. I think that's a bit unkind, that, isn't it? You're into meditation, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yeah.
I enjoy meditating.
You do? Well, it's better than sitting around doing nothing, isn't it? How about you, Jim? Do you get relaxed easily with psychic nomination?
No, don't bother.
You don't bother with it?
No.
Give them bangers and mash and not bother. Very nice. Nice to be both with us. Now that we've got George and Dennis. How are you, George?
All right, Jim.
Nice to see you. And you're from Oakham, and your father and son, that's right, George. And you work for British Rail?
That's right.
That's right. And what do you do, sir?
Well...
You're having trouble now, aren't you?
Not a lot, but what I do is good.
Is it? Yeah. It's quality what you do. Go on, tell us what bit of work you've tried to do.
Telephones, signals, barriers.
Down the track?
That's it.
On the track. It's the safety on the track, that's right, because it's very important. People don't realise how much goes on there.
No, they don't.
Because we live in a railway station. We have the guys walking past. That's all they do, walk past. That's very good. How long have you been married, George?
Oh, now she's going to give me hell.
We were going to put this out now, you know.
34.
She's there, you see.
34
There she is.
years.
She's keeping in order. There she is. Look, he's all got it. My mother there again. A bit of teeth I've had when she goes to sleep. Now, come on, Dennis, that you're the son of the outfit. You travel abroad a lot, Dennis?
Oh, well, not a great deal, no. I've been abroad a few times playing football with just a local village team.
What took you abroad, Dennis?
We just go away, mainly over Easter weekends, just to play some in foreign competitions.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we're down in Wales now, aren't we? How are you, boys? Nice to see you, Derek. How are you, Phil? All right. You're looking very smart, the pair of you, if I may say so. Very dapper. That's lovely. From Caerphilly, Derek.
Yes.
And you're a heavy assembly fitter.
That's right.
What's that then, Derek?
I build warm air units and extractor fans.
Extractor fans?
Various buildings throughout the UK.
Really? Yeah. Big ones and small ones?
Yes.
Pal of mine swallowed an extractor fan once. He didn't have to take it out of him. Right. Come on, Philip. Philip Jones. Oh, a lovely Welsh name. Married a Welsh girl. Anyway, we'll not go into that now. From Cardiff, and you're all school pals?
Yes, that's good.
And you don't live close to one another now, then?
No.
So how did you meet up to write for Bullseye? Did you just decide you were a fair dart player and your mate was a bit sharp up here?
Well, a friend of mine went away for the international in Scotland.
Yeah.
And he didn't get back. He missed the bus. So
What are you doing when you've had a drink and you tend to forget?
Philip was a sort of last hope. So I just
that makes you feel wanted, doesn't it, Philip?
I just popped in a pub and he was in there on the off chance. So
it really was
Only
like, again, all chance.
10 minutes
Because the
to
odds
go.
against getting on the show are really phenomenal, you know. They really are. We're delighted to have all six of you with us. You look absolutely great. Give them a nice round of applause, our six contestants tonight. That's excellent. That's great. Well, what a superb crowd we've got tonight. All right, let's ask the brains of the outfits. Off you go to your seats. Great. As they move to the seats, we'll get on with the game. Let's introduce you to Bully's category board. Here it is. Subjects around the board instead of numbers, and in each subject area we've got bonus areas, 30, 50, £100. Bonuses to be won by the dart player if he gets his act together and does what his partner asks. If he hits the bullseye, he can win for his team £200. What about that? All right. We arranged the order of play before we went on air tonight. And, of course, remember, just to remind you at home, once a subject's been hit, it drops out of the game. And if the dart player doesn't do as he's told and doesn't hit the subject, he doesn't get a bonus. All right, questions here waiting to be answered. Game waiting to be played. Now then, young Chris, choose a subject for your partner, James.
Faces, please, Jim.
Faces, we'll try that for you nicely. That's a bullseye, £200. Whoa, dear. Can we stand it at Central, all this? Here we go, what a lovely start for you, Chris. Another £30 you can add to that, if you can tell me this. Look at this slide. Tell me who it is, Chris.
Is it Barbara Cartland?
Are you telling me or asking?
Yeah.
You're telling me it's Barbara Cartland. You are, and you're quite right. Gives you another £30. All right, let's move on. Dennis for George.
Sport, please, Jim.
Come on, George. Let's see if Dad can get to £50. For another £30, Dennis, what nationality is the tennis player Ilia Nastase?
Romanian.
Romanian gets you £30. Fine. Phil for Derek.
Britain, please, Jim.
Britain. We'll try Britain. A Welshman asking for a British question. No problem. £30 you've got. For another £30, Phil, here we go. What is the name of the official residence of the Lord Mayor of London?
Lambeth Palace.
It's not. I'm looking for a light. You just snatched at it a bit there, Phil, didn't you? And you will be a bit cross, I think, when I tell you. Never mind. It's the Mansion House. OK, don't worry about it. Still early days, all of you, so don't rest on your laurels or be too worried. Chris and James with £230, Dennis and George with £80, Phil and Derek with £30. Second round, questions, £50 each. A little bit more difficult, just to help you. The subjects are lit. They're the ones we can ask your partners to hit. Chris for James.
Showbiz, please.
Jim, showbiz. Come on, Jim. In you go, sir. It's not. It's in history. So there's no bonus. So here's your question on history. Give me 1 second just to get... Here we are. It's for £50, this, Chris. What is it that makes Nicholas Breakspere, that's Pope Adrian IV, unique in the Roman Catholic Church? There is a light on. Maybe you can work it out, Chris, quickly.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
We'll go straight across to Phil with his light on.
He's the only British priest ever to become Pope.
Can you be slightly more specific? You're near enough for me to give it to you. It's not British, it's...
English.
English, we've got to give you that because you were near enough, and for £50 we accept that. Fine. Gives you a £50 bonus. All right, yes. We move on. Dennis, choose a subject for George.
Affairs, please, Jim.
Affairs. Let's try that for you, George. Come on, Dad. Affairs we're looking at. £50. So close to the 100 then, George. He was a bit disappointed with his performance then. Come on then, Dennis. Here we go for another £50. Whose daughter returned to Russia in December 1984, having defected to the West 17 years earlier? You can work it out, that one.
Solzhenitsyn.
It's not. You're right to have a stab. We're looking for a light on. It's slightly more difficult than we thought then. I think you'll probably remember when I tell you. It was Stalin's daughter, Svetlana. Yes, you see, that knowing nod. Never mind. Come on, Phil. Here we go for Derek.
Places, please, Jim.
Places. Let's try it. Come on, Derek. Places we're looking for. £50. Right in the middle. Here we go, Phil. Sailing ships try to avoid the area of seas around the equator with very little pressure and little wind. What are they called?
The doldrums.
The doldrums is right. If they don't have much wind, well, they must have had early settlers. Right. So there we are at the end of that round two in this game. It's Chris and James with £230, Dennis and George £130, Phil and Derek £180. All to... Well, that's all right, isn't it? I do have to say to you, this extremely high winning rate will have to cease. But it may well not, because the questions here are worth £100 each. All right, more difficult they are, and of course less to aim at. Let's look at what the boys have got left. We've got left, in fact, showbiz, books, words and spelling. Here we go. Come on, Chris, for young Jim.
Showbiz again,
Showbiz
please.
again. Try and get in on the act, James. £50. For another £100, Chris, Sophia Loren and Peter Sellers made a record called Goodness Gracious Me. From which film did it come? Well, Bully's come in to deprive you of £100, and we've no light on. I'm older than I thought I was. In fact, what about the audience? The millionairess? Yes? Never mind. That's no score there. Dennis, choose a subject for George.
Books, please, Jim.
Books. Come on, George. Books we want. It's It's not. He's gone wrong, he's gone in history, the subject's gone, and we can't ask the question. That's the price you pay for going towards the bull, isn't it? Phil, for Derek.
Words, please, Jim.
Words. Words we're looking for, Derek. £50. For another £100, Phil, if you saw a display of pyrotechnics, what would you be watching?
Fireworks.
You would indeed. That gives you another £100. Gives us the scores. Chris and James, £280. Dennis and George, £130. Phil and Derek, £330. So we've got to say cheerio to Dennis and George. But all three couples done very, very well. Come on, George. In you come. Oh. Come on, George. All right, so, well, you were right to get into the middle there, weren't you? You needed to get into the middle, and it's the price you pay, I'm afraid, for going in there. You've done all right, though. You've got our great bendy bullies. There they are. And they are becoming incredibly famous, you know, after so little time on television. Superstars. And they're looking after the darts and the badges. There we are. You've won. Can you remember how much it was you won? I think it was £130. There's 100, 10, 20... £30. Take that with our compliments. You've been great to have on the show. And that's it. The bullies are worth more than the money.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed, George. Thank you very much. What a great couple. Thank you both. Thank you. OK. Move on to part 2 of the game of Bullseye. You know it by now. Let's look at it. It's the normal match play dartboard. I wonder if this change of colours is having an effect on the scoring of these players, because they did seem to score very well in the last show, didn't they? Let's have a look at it. There we are, green and red, just to remind you, the official tournament colours. 2 remaining dart players to compete in 3 rounds of darts against each other. They're coming in. Eager they are to play the game. Win questions for your partner. The higher score you get, and the value of the question is the score. All right, boys. Tony will look after you. Off we go.
James,
and it's into Tony.
Start the first round.
Pounds for points we're looking at.
Nice and easy. One. Another 1. That's a 20, so just 22. There it is, Derek. 22 to beat. 20. 20. Another 20. That's 60, which takes the first round.
Score. So, all right, 60 points means £60. And it can be won by Phil if you get this right. Here we go, Phil. General knowledge, as you know, in this section. Which river flows into the Dead Sea, Phil? Quite deceptive, that one, actually.
Tiber.
He's come in as bully to stop you answering. Chris?
Now.
It's not the Nile. Surprised me, actually. The Jordan. No score. 280 plays 330. Back to Tony.
Second round, it's James throwing. 20. Another 20. And that's a treble 5, 15, so that's 55. 55 to beat, Derek. Five. Treble 20, 60. And that's a 5, 70, which takes the second round.
Right, it's worth, well, it's worth £70 to this, Phil. How many pairs of ribs are there in the human body?
11.
I can offer it. Chris, how many pairs of ribs?
13.
It's not. You're going to be very cross. It's 12. One either side.
No.
No score. 280 playing 330 and back to Tony for the final round.
OK, 1 in the ribs for James. It's the final round. $20. Another 20. And another 20. That's 60. Derek. 60 to beat. $20. 20. And 18.58, so the final round to James.
All right, here we go, Chris. 60... Well, you can... If you get this, you go through to the final. Here we go. By what name are members of the Christian sect formerly called the Society of Friends? What are they known as? The Society of Friends. It's a Christian sect, and the formal name is the Society of Friends. Bullies come in. Well, you can take 58 quid here, Phil.
The Quakers?
Quakers is right, which is exactly what you were doing then, wasn't it? You were quaking a little bit there. Never mind. So we've got 280 playing, £388. They've done very, very well, haven't they? Both couples. Give them a round of applause. They were super. All right. Come on, Chris. Come on, James. In you come. You've done very, very well. You've done very, very... Oh, because about... I'll bet you know now what Society of Friends are, won't you? There are your tankards with our compliments.
I'll be in disgrace at the hospital, not getting them ribs.
The ribs, of course. I've just realised you're working at the hospital. Oh, dear, you'll have to face them. There are your bendy bullies. There they are with the darts. And, of course, the badge. Tankards are there. You've won altogether £280. I shall count it out. It will take me 2 minutes when we'd like to see you here, back on the hockey. Thanks very much. Great crowd again we've got this week. You know, in this part of the game, we employ the skills of a professional dart player to throw for charity. There's a bit of pressure on him because we only give him 9 darts and it's all got to count in that time. Whatever he scores, it's £1 for a points basis. We give to the charity chosen by the finalists. If he gets 301, we double that score. He's quite keen now, the rivalry, so what we've done this series, we've had built a beautiful bronze bully. Very, very tasty piece of sculpting, that. We give that to the dart player who gets the highest score by the end of the season. We have got tonight a gentleman who's very big in darts. He's big in shirts, shoes, trousers. People call him the gentle giant. I tend to call him Sir. He's a gentleman throwing for charity tonight, twice the British Open champion, Danish champion. He's a gentleman of the business. We're delighted to have him with us. Cliff Lazarenko throwing for charity.
Right, this time, please. Cliff to throw. 20. 20. 20, that's 60. 5. Treble 20, 60. And treble 19, 57, 122. 182. Treble 5, 15. 7. And 57, that's 79, which gives you 261.
Lovely to see you. Oh, did that again? Well, marvellous. It's always a delight to have you on the programme. You've just got there, what is it, 261? Good old score, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's
Bit
not enough
disappointed,
to...
but,
Yeah, because you want the trophy, don't you?
Of course I do.
Never mind. What have you been doing with yourself? You're just back from Australia?
Yeah, and hopefully that I've got a series for next year to go back, so
Great.
the invitation to go back. So,
I mean, you really are big in Australia, aren't you? I mean, the nicest possible
it's
way.
so popular down there, you know, and they love big guys down there.
We've got 2 guys tonight. They'll be glad of that £261. Bring them on. Come on in, boys, and meet this lovely fella. There we are. Phil, this is He's got the £261. Where's it going?
It's going to a national charity which does research into heart disease.
Super. This is the lad who's got it for you. It's always a great pleasure to have you on the programme, Cliff. You're always welcome, sir, on Bullseye.
Cheers, thank you very much.
There you are. That's the man who's got it for you. Thank you. You're a good fella. Credit to the game, credit to the sport. It's Bully's prize board now. Did you think you'd get to this?
No idea.
Well, you've no idea. It's been a long day for you. Come on, it's all coming to fruition now. Come and look at this. It's the prize board. There it is, red and black segments. And I needn't remind you that in the red segments, there are some absolutely superb prizes. Watch this.
In 1.
Monday will be Mum's Fun Day with this combined washing and drying machine.
In 2.
I've been crystal gazing, and I predict you'll love these 6 brandy glasses and decanter.
In 3.
Can you imagine anything more cuddly, apart from a Bullseye host, than this lovely Beefeater Bear?
In 4.
We've cooked up something really special, and so will you with these splendid copper saucepans.
In 5.
Every sort of indoor sport on this splendid games table.
In 6.
In the best possible taste, coffee from this Espresso coffee maker.
In 7.
For the music maker going places, this portable electric keyboard.
In 8.
You'll always know when and whether with this matching brass clock and barometer.
And Bully's special prize.
If you're in a jam, then this smart and economical scooter could be just what you need. There we are. Right. There are some very, very nice prizes there. There are 9. All for the winning. I've given you 9 darts, 6 for the dart player, 3 for the non-dart player. All right? Keep out of the black and in the red. Nothing in this game for 2 in a bed. The lights around the board will help you. Off you go. Listen to Tony. Here we go then. Stand with me, Phil.
OK, Derek. First of your 9 darts. That's black. That's red. It's number 3.
It's fine. That's a cuddly toy.
But that's black. Not to worry. Very near the ball. OK, Phil. Nice and easy. That's red. It's number 4.
It's fine. That's a set of copper saucepans. A lovely prize.
Red again. Number 7.
Excellent. The portable electric keyboard. Great.
Unlucky. That's in the black. 3 darts to go and Derek to throw.
You're going all right. You're going all right.
It's black. That's red. It's number 5.
That's the games table.
That's black. Well done.
OK, let's have a look at what you've won. You've won the cuddly toy, the set of copper saucepans, the games table, and the portable electronic keyboard. Nice prizes there. All right. Think about the prizes you've won. Your money's safe, your charity money's safe. But consider those prizes. Would you like to gamble that batch of prizes against tonight's prize, which is hiding behind Bully? 101 or more with 6 darts, 3 apiece. Non-dart player first. You've got the time it takes the board to revolve to tell us what you'd like to do. Difficult decision. What do you think? Come on, audience. Would you? Well, I don't know. Well, it's decision time. Tell me now.
We'll gamble.
You've decided to gamble. Non-dart player to go first. Dart player, come and stand with me. Here we go.
Settle down, Phil. 101 or more for the star prize and the best of luck. It's 1, 20, another 20, so 41, leaving Derek 60 or more for tonight's star prize. 20, 20. Unlucky, but that's the gamble.
Well, there you are. You gambled 4 prizes. Come and have a look. Bully's boys are going to show you what you would have won. Have a look at this prize. Here we go. It's a superb English craftsman at its best. It's a speedboat with a 30-horsepower motor on the back, a trailer to help you tow it, and talking of towing, there's all the skiing equipment with the safety equipment as well. All could have been yours at the throw of a dart. Never mind. It's not as black as all that because you've got here your tankards. There it is. 388 pounds is between you in those tankards. Your bendy bullies, take them with our compliments. There you go. And, of course, you've got your darts and your badges. There we are, you see. 101 of them. Ooh, it's not all that easy. You try it in the local when you go in there tonight. We'd like to thank these 2 boys for being really great sports, as have the professional dart players. It's Cliff Lazarenko tonight, and, of course, the calculating Tony Green. Great studio audience. Hope you've enjoyed it at home. Watch us next week because you can't beat a bit of bully. Bye.